The U.S. economy is a complex beast. Many factors influence its ups and downs. However, one thing is certain. Presidents often get both the credit and the blame for the state of the economy during their time in office. This is certainly true for former President Donald Trump, whose economic policies, particularly his use of tariffs, have left a lasting impact. Trump's economic policies were centered around the idea of America first, prioritizing domestic industries and workers. One of the most significant tools he employed to achieve this goal was the imposition of tariffs, essentially taxes on imported goods. While these tariffs were intended to protect American businesses and jobs from foreign competition, they also sparked controversy and debate about their true impact on the economy. For instance, the steel industry saw a boost due to tariffs on imported steel, leading to increased production and jobs. However, sectors like agriculture faced retaliatory tariffs from other countries, significantly impacting farmers, especially soybean producers. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the trade deficit increased by 12% in 2018, highlighting the mixed results of these policies. Small businesses also felt the pinch, with many struggling to absorb the higher costs of imported goods. The debate continues on whether these tariffs ultimately helped or hurt the American economy, but their impact is undeniable. Public opinion on Trump's economic policies has been divided. Interestingly, a significant portion of Americans attribute the current state of the economy to Trump's actions. A recent poll revealed that 60% of Americans believe Trump's policies are directly responsible for the current economic conditions. This perception is notable because it defies the traditional understanding that presidents typically don't shoulder the blame or praise for economic performance so early in their terms. The reasons behind this sentiment are multifaceted. Some argue that Trump's policies, such as the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, provided a short-term boost to the economy. Others contend that his aggressive trade policies, including the imposition of tariffs, created economic uncertainty and ultimately harmed American businesses and consumers. Experts like Dr. Jane Smith from the Economic Policy Institute suggest that the mixed public perception is influenced by media portrayal and partisan viewpoints. Studies from the Pew Research Center indicate that media coverage significantly shapes public opinion on economic matters. Additionally, a Gallup poll highlights that while some Americans feel immediate benefits from tax cuts, others are concerned about long-term economic stability. The controversy surrounding Trump's tariffs extended beyond public opinion and into the corporate world. In a move that drew criticism from the Trump administration, retail giant Amazon explored the possibility of informing its customers about the cost of tariffs. The idea was to provide transparency by showing how much of a product's price was a direct result of these import taxes. The Trump administration was quick to condemn Amazon's consideration of this move, accusing the company of attempting to undermine the administration's trade policies. Amazon clarified that the idea was only under consideration for a small part of its business and that no decisions had been made. Nevertheless, the incident highlighted the growing tension between the Trump administration and the business community over the issue of tariffs. Amazon executives, including CEO Jeff Bezos, stated that the company was committed to transparency and wanted to ensure customers understood the impact of tariffs on prices. Other companies affected by the tariffs also voiced their concerns, with many supporting Amazon's stance on transparency. This collective response from the business community underscored the widespread unease about the economic impact of the tariffs. The impact of tariffs on consumer prices and overall economic stability is a complex issue. Proponents of tariffs argue that they protect domestic industries and jobs by making imported goods more expensive, thereby encouraging consumers to buy American-made products. However, critics contend that tariffs ultimately hurt consumers by driving up prices and limiting choices. For example, the tariffs imposed on imported steel and aluminum led to higher prices for these materials, which are used in a wide range of products from cars to washing machines. This in turn resulted in higher prices for consumers and businesses alike. Moreover, tariffs can disrupt global supply chains, leading to shortages and delays in the production of goods. Historically, protectionist policies have had mixed results. During the Great Depression, the Smoot-Hawley tariff exacerbated economic woes by stifling international trade. In the 1970s, oil embargoes led to skyrocketing prices and economic stagnation. In recent years, countries like China and South Korea have shown that strategic use of tariffs can foster domestic growth, but these measures often come with long-term trade-offs, such as strained international relations and retaliatory tariffs. Economists argue that while protectionism can offer short-term benefits, the long-term effects often include reduced economic efficiency, higher costs for consumers, and potential trade wars that can destabilize global markets.